Hi, this is Ed Quackenbush from Waterford Elks. I just wanted to let you know some of the things that the Elks do for the city of Waterford. We have the dictionary projects, which presents the third grades of Waterford and Heatley with dictionaries. The drug awareness, to try to keep kids away from drugs. Well, we have Flag Day. The Hoop Shoot, which is well known in Waterford with Chris Dawes. Our major projects, cerebral palsy, the Elk Scholarships, Veteran Services, the Waterford Food Pantry, we also give back to the Boy Scouts, the high school graduation awards, and the sports teams. We need your support for various fundraisers that we have here in Waterford, and most of the funds are returned right back to the city, so any help you can give us would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much.
You want to go through the first loop, down on the right side.
So often you see negative purposes for needles, but a needle is the key element in sewing. It's what makes the garment beautiful. You see a lot of drug abuse just walking down the street. It makes me really just look for something else to do, to stay as far away from that as possible. You get a high from doing something positive that lasts. For me, it's sewing, and my fashion show and people wearing my clothes, that's my high.
You think you're invincible. I started out taking 1 to 2. I ended up taking 7 to 10. Nothing goes the way that people expect it to go. You don't remember things you're doing. Your body hurts. I would wake up sometimes like shaking. You're just worn down. It's physically painful. Once I hit my absolute bottom, I just wanted to die. I see a lot of people now that aren't in the hole as deep as I am, but they're making choices that could take them there one day.
Hi, I'm Albany County Sheriff Craig Apple, and I wanted to talk to you briefly about the effects of drugs. As the sheriff in Albany County, we do in fact have a unit that's largely dedicated to arresting people who use drugs, people who sell drugs. We've seen the effects of drugs. We've seen people at young ages destroy their lives and get criminal records and not be able to get jobs and lead productive lives as a result. So I'm encouraging you as the Sheriff of Albany County, please stay away from drugs, make good decisions, and use good judgment. Do not touch, do not sell, do not go near friends who use drugs. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to Colonial Basketball. This is Bob Catherwood with Mark Cady here for Spectator Sports. Cameraman tonight is owner-proprietor of Spectator Sports, Pete Passaretti. And his partner on the other camera is Carmen DiDonato. We're at Waterford. This is Waterford against Waterford. Waterford is in white, Waterford in maroon.
The officials for tonight's game are John McBride and Dave Chambers.
Dave Chambers from Rensselaer and John McBride, a former Colonial Council basketball player from Mechanicsville. And we're set.
Crucial controls the tap.
Voglia takes the first shot, deflected.
Rebound, Williams. Brown with the shot.
Waterford on top. They get the first bucket of tonight. Waterford playing good basketball for Joss lately.
Nice lead pass to Bowden, who scores over Williams.
Bowden showing some good leaping ability early. Back on a 2-on-1 break.
Nice pass. Number 34. Tony DeZikas. Nice behind the back pass, Bob.
Set him up for that one. Legault brings the ball across half court.
Cook pulls up. Count it.
Shooting the ball real well for the Cannoneers
Cook's
lately.
really come along shooting-wise, I'll tell you.
He's shooting with a lot of confidence.
Get the ball over the corner to Williams. Shot no good. Rebound. O'Brien. Into Stanley. Shot no good. Cook with the block. But alertly, Steve Brown comes up with the ball. They get it over the corner to O'Brien.
Bryan with a three-point attempt. No good.
Brown.
Fighting on the boards. A lot of battle underneath. Tied up.
Tony DeZikas tie it up.
Be Waterford's ball on the alternate position here. They'll inbound it underneath the water basket.
Good. That's it.
And I'll turn it up. A good vocal crowd tonight.
Crucial strip. Cook with the diving attempt to come up with nothing there.
Waterford on top, 8-4.
Kyle O'Brien with the bucket.
Ball goes into Fogley in the corner. Finds Cook.
Give it to Legault. Turns and fires.
Legault shot.
Count it.
Goes around the rim and takes a Cannoneer bounce and falls in. Vliet picks up full court pressure here.
Bowden with the partial deflection, but DeZikas powers it in.
Tony DeZikas and a power move there. Hung in the air. Nice 2 points.
Crucial. No good. Bowden with the rebound. Up from behind by number 40. Jim Stanley.
That'll be Stanley's first.
Bowden on the line to shoot two for the Cannoneers. Makes the first. Bowden a 50% free throw shooter. Makes the second. 10-8. 40 in lead.
Vliet's been shooting about 60% from the foul line.
O'Brien brings the ball up the floor. Gets it into Stanley. Blocked by Fogley. Right into DeZikas' hand. DeZikas puts it up.
Nothing but net from the... Tony hits again. Cook over to Fruscio. Fruscio jump shot.
No good. Long rebound. Stanley.
Gordians.
DeZikas drives, nothing there.
Brown. No good. Bound Cook.
Fruscio to Legault for two.
Draw the defense over to him and then a quick handoff.
DeZikas, no good.
Rebound Legault. He's got Cook going long.
We're going to have a foul on Steve Brown. Brown's first, team second. Foul committed before the active shooting, so it'll be Waterford's ball inbounds. Legault, skip past the Fogley, drive, pulls up for the short jumper, nothing there. Stanley with a rebound. Bryan brings the ball up the floor.
Brian gets Zizekas bulls his way up. No good.
O'Brien blocked by... With the rebound, gets it ahead to Cook. Pulls up for the jumper. Nothing there. Bowden crashes, but nothing there. O'Brien controls the ball for Waterford, brings it up the floor. Steal by Khrushchev. Lays it up off that glass.
We're tied at 12 with 2:50 left to go in the first quarter. Council basketball. Fast-paced game. Waterford, a small gym here. Good crowd into this game early.
Zizekas
finds the range, close to a three-pointer.
just inside the line, Bob.
Good call by the official. He signaled for two. Two great officials work in this contest.
Bowden turns for the jumper, nothing there. Rebound, Williams.
Pressure by Watervliet.
O'Brien, down shot. Look at him over the back foul.
Foul will be charged on number 50. Williams, it looks.
Tony Zizekas.
No, it did go on Zizekas. Check that. Both of them hit him in the air.
Foul.
Got a little sandwich there.
Khrushchev brings the ball up the floor with the Cannoneers down 14-12. Khrushchev will drive and take it himself. There it is.
Watervliet not in their 1-2-2 set tonight offensively. They're in a 2-3. Keeping three men down low on the baseline.
Stanley.
Zizekas draws the foul. Pump fake, leaned in, and he'll be shooting two. Smart play by Tony.
Made him upset the shot, but got him with the body. Good on his first free throw attempt. Second one's no good. Bowden rebound. Should have had the plug with. It's the Khrushchev.
Stolen. Pass intended for Bowden. Taken away. O'Brien.
Khrushchev breaks it up.
Gives it to Bowden. Back to Khrushchev. Got Cook at half court.
Cook will take it himself. Nothing there.
In and out.
Bowden gets the rebound and muscles it up for two.
Oh, nice shot.
Zizekas brings the ball up the floor for 40 and they get the Williams to Stanley.
Skip pass over. O'Brien with the ball fake. Shoots it. Nice hang time. A good pump fake. Got the Cannoneers up in the air.
Legault brings the ball up the floor for the Cannoneers. Coach Morgan content to hold for one. To maybe end this first quarter, a very quick first quarter, I might add, Bob.
Down a point, 17-60. Yeah. Well, in a small gym like this, Mark, it's going to be a fast-paced game.
Two fast-paced teams like we have on the floor here.
Run and gun.
Run and gun. 9 seconds on the clock. Cannoneers will go into some sort of offense. Khrushchev misses. Zizekas with the rebound. Nothing there as the quarter ends. At the end of one. 70-60. Round one. 3 more to go. I'd hate to be an official in this game tonight.
Well, we got some good ones out there working tonight.
Yes, we do.
Very experienced.
It's a very big game tonight.
Oh, this is a big one for both. Happy to.
Shot of Coach Don Johnson goes over things with his team here from Waterford. Cannoneer junior varsity team with another victory this afternoon. A little tip of the hat to Coach Glenn Westfall.
That's a tough contest for him up there.
Yeah, it was. Freshman idle today as the Fordians do not have a freshman team. Coach Johnson gets a night off.
And we're set to go with the second quarter here as Cook inbounds at the Fruscio.
With the Bowden. We have a foul whistle on Brown, I believe.
Steve Brown picks up the foul for Waterford. We have number 44, Nat Parker, checks in. Fogley in the corner, takes the long one. On the mark, but it wouldn't drop.
Williams fight it out.
A long pass down court.
Brown, up, no good. He's on rebound. Fouled by the goal. Kevin's first, team second.
It's hard to foul if you can't hit him, if you can't catch him. They're running all over them.
Foul shot, Robert.
You got to play the rim. Waterford.
Doesn't get it on that time, and Williams is going to be whistled for an over the back. His first.
That'll be Williams' first foul. That'll put Waterford into the bonus, I believe. And yes, they do signal for 1-on-1.
Bowden will go to the line to shoot the 1-on-1.
Coach Joss issuing some instructions to his team. Coach Joss, a very hard-working coach who you see at many games scouting. Him and Coach Mardikin are
Bowden makes the first. We go around in Colonial Council games and
you see the both of them.
See the both of them.
A lot of respect between these two programs and these two coaches.
See them both out doing their job, Bob. You know. Gets the roll. Bowden to score at 18. O'Brien brings the ball up the floor. And then Parker takes the shot. Fruscio with the rebound. Long pass to Cook. No, Andre let it go. Would have ripped his hand off, I believe, and he tried to stop that one. Williams will trigger the ball in bounds to DeZekis. And yes, the defense of Fruscio causes a turnover.
Waterville's ball. Nice defensive play. If they tried to lob it in.
They get it to Fruscio. Down to Cook. Into Legault. Score.
Nice play by Legault, and then he turns around and thanks
Mr. Cook
for the pass. Zekis bodying his way through.
What do we got? We got a foul call or we got a travel? I think we got a foul call. Score. Yes, foul on Foglio. His first, team third. Zekis to the line to shoot two.
Well, if Waterville can stop from fouling here, keep him off the line, out of the one-on-one situation.
Keep him off the line for the rest of the half where the Cannoneers are in the one-on-one situation.
They have to take advantage of it.
They have to take advantage of it now.
Maybe they'll slow it down a little bit here.
Zekis scores both free throws to knot it at 20 with 7 minutes to go. Fruscio and Cook discussing a strategy coming up the floor. Pass thrown at
At his ankles. Fogley with the ball. Looking inside. Back out to Fruscio.
Fruscio gets it to Fogley. He's going to put up the jumper now. Good. Gets his own rebound, but loses it. Who wants it, fellas? Williams comes up with it. Gets it ahead to O'Brien.
O'Brien from the corner. Front of the rim.
Going to have a foul. A second foul.
On Tony DeZekis. Nice position by Legault.
Two substitutions into the ball game as Parker and DeZekis check out.
If you just joined us, this is Colonial Council basketball at its finest. This is Waterville, the visitors at Waterford.
Darren Catallo into the ball game. Parker out as Steve Brown comes back in. The goes foul shot, not there. Italo, big fella, Bob. They list him at what?
6'2".
6'2". Williams on the outside.
Cataldo gives him some height.
Cook with the long shot, taken away from him. 3-point shot, no good. By O'Brien, Foglia gets it over to Fruscio.
Nice hang.
Hangs in the air and puts it in for two. Nice body control by Fruscio.
A lot of pressure by the Cannoneer defense.
Well, the small gym favors both teams, Bob. Italo is going to be bodied out of there by Bowden. His first.
Coach Mardigan not happy with that call. He said the other official was right in front of the play and let it go. We have our first time out of the contest. Waterford wants to talk it over. 5:45 in the second period. Cannoneers up by 2, 22-20.
Wow, what a quick start to this ball game, Robert, as it's been nonstop. Not a lot of whistles and running. I'm glad I ain't out there playing, I'll tell you that right now.
There's a shot at the crowd, P.J. DeGear and his wife and family. Got to look around the gym here. The scorekeeper and announcer for the contest at the beginning of this contest was Gina Rickey from Waterford.
Yes, we'd like to thank Gina for introducing the starters for us. Saved us throats a little bit of stress here.
Well, she's got a bigger mouth than we do.
No.
Funny kid. Nice kid.
Real nice kid. Second time we've been up here.
Nice hosts. Yep, nice hosts.
Yep.
And while we're talking about people from Waterford here, I'd like to say hi to a injured former player of mine, Rita Glavin, who's out with torn ligaments, and I hope she has a speedy recovery.
Williams triggers it in.
Turnover.
Brown couldn't handle it.
It'll be Cannoneers' ball. Inbounded to Fruscio. Fruscio Cook. In backcourt.
Go. In heavy traffic.
Nice athletic one-handed catch.
We know the athletic ability of Legault as he
is that cornerback keeper.
On the keeper. Fourth down. Foul.
Bowden's good. He's going to pick up another foul, it looks like.
Yes. Bowden's second.
And we'll see Junior coming into the game here. The sub for Waterford Cannoneers. First of the evening will be Mark Cady.
Stanley misses the first of his free throws.
Jim Stanley at the line, shooting 2. First one no good.
As my other son on a JV team sidelined with an ankle injury, not able to play tonight.
And we hope that everything turns out all right after they get that x-ray, and hope he comes back soon.
Stanley converts on the second. Cannoneers on top by 3 with 5:20 to go in a ball game.
Waterford now in the 1-2-2 offense.
Cook, count it.
Cook from about 14
feet. Nice shot. Parker brings the ball up the floor. Look at the Williams. They get it down low to Stanley. Who scores?
Stanley off the glass.
Nice backdoor play by Waterford that time, Bob.
Waterford in the zone. 2-3.
Cook gets it down to Legault. Nothing there.
A lot of action under
Cady with the rebound. What are they going to call him for? Travel.
Said he moved his pivot foot. It didn't look that way to me.
Look at from here. But that's from here. We weren't over there.
Well, a little favoritism, though.
A little bit.
A little prejudice.
I know that kid. Italo. Count it. Big guy looks like he's got a lot of upper body strength, Robert. Big chest, big arms.
Yep.
Voglia. Crucial. Nothing there.
Rebound Williams.
Crucial
Foul on
is going to be
Crucial.
whistled for the foul.
Watervliet calls a timeout.
Crucial's
Up by one, 26-25.
Crucial's second foul of the night, but that put them in the bonus, put Waterford in the bonus, as they will now go to the line.
He wants to make sure that they're set up defensively right now, that they know their matchups. They're going to go 1-3-1 now. They're going to punch because he is taking the outside shot to be in three-point shots, and he is a good shooter from out there.
Oh, Brian, a definite threat from three-point land, Robert.
This Waterford team is a tough basketball team. They've been playing good basketball as lately.
Yes, they have. As it was said in the Times-Union, I believe it was Wednesday's paper, an interview with Coach Mardigan, saying that even though they didn't play well, they won. And Coach Mardigan did indeed say that he was not unhappy with the win, but unhappy with the Cannoneers.
Waterford's been playing real good.
Waterford's been playing
They look
super
pretty dominant in their game against Lansingburg at the end there. They looked like they had great legs fourth quarter and just poured it on. Where Watervliet had a tuck battle.
O'Brien ties it at 26 with 4:01 to go.
Now Watervliet being in the driver's seat now, it seems like everybody wants to knock out of the chair.
Oh, O'Brien. Cook inbounds to Fruscio. Brings the ball up the floor to get it back to Cook. Puts it up.
Cook for two. Keeps the Cannoneers up by a point.
Zikas, Parker, get it down low to Stanley.
Stanley finds the rim.
Looked like an illegal pick down there, Robert, as they both move together.
No call.
Crucial's going to put it up, no good, but he's fouled. Is unofficially, Robert, his third foul. As he checks out, Dave Williams back in. Crucial makes the first. Crucial a 51% free throw shooter. Keeping the book for the Cannoneers tonight is Andrew Kamarchik. We'd like to thank Andy. Does a good job on the book. Keeps the book for the Cannoneers both home and away.
And helps us with our stats and all after the game.
Yep.
So,
I'd like to thank Andy.
thank you to him.
Zikas, count it!
2 points.
Two-pointer.
Watervliet in a 1-3-1 that time.
Cook drives. Legault with the strong board. Puts it up. He's fouled.
Cataldo picks up a foul. Dario
Cataldo with his first foul of the night. Send Legault to the line. Look at better free throw shooters on the Cannoneer squad. He's nothing but net on the first. Kevin, a 65% free throw shooter.
I'd like to compliment John Campbell, JV coach from Waterford. Watervliet, a heck of a battle.
And he did. Williams gets the inbounds pass. Deflected by Fruscio, but he knocks it out of bounds. Couldn't get to it. Good effort by Fruscio that time, but Williams gets it in.
O'Brien here.
For Williams, Cataldo down low. Not no good.
Fruscio comes up with
Errant
the ball.
pass comes over to Fruscio. Cook. Nice hesitation move that time by Cook to draw the foul. But unable to score the bucket, he'll go to the line to shoot two. Scored knotted at 31 with 2:32 to go.
They want to know if they can have a nice pass. They want to know if they can get a nice pass.
Cook converts from the first of his 2 free
Waterford
throws.
shooting about 58% from the free throw line. Cook a 66% shooter from there.
Misses the second. Zeke Ryan puts it up from 3. Nothing there. He's waiting for the rebound and it goes out of bounds.
Waterford up by 1 with 2. Crucial over
to Fogley.
Almost out of bounds. Quick
Nice save by Fogley.
Very athletic move there.
Cruz puts it up off the glass. Nothing.
Cataldo rebound. Echo in here.
O'Brien for 3. That's his own long rebound.
Cataldo underneath the basket. Cataldo with a nice hook shot. Gives Waterford
the 1-point lead with 1:34 to go. Cook back to Fruscio. Fruscio with the long jumper. No good.
No good. Fought by
Zizekas with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Williams.
Williams over to Brown. Stanley.
That's called. Crowd calls for a technical foul as a Fortean player slams the ball on the floor, but no call. Cannoneer's ball after the walk call.
Waterford leading the 1-2-2 offense. Forteans in an unusual zone here. I mean, 2-3. They're normally a man-to-man team, but they're playing since the Cannoneers.
So Coach Joss just said that. Fruscio whistled for the foul. Unofficially, that's Fruscio's 3rd personal foul.
Officially, 3rd.
O'Brien makes the 1st. Substitution in.
DeGear will replace Fruscio.
DeGear replaces Fruscio. Bryan makes the 2nd. DeGear to Cook to DeGear. Cannoneer fans calling for the foul as they just whistled that same thing against Fruscio.
Called.
Bryan whistles.
Bryan.
Unofficially his 1st. Send Fogley to the line with 12 seconds. Shoot the 1-on-1. But so.
Fogley, 37 for 65 from the line, a 58% free throw shooter after 12 games.
Makes the 2nd. Cannoneers down by 1. Long pass to Cataldo.
Stolen by Katie.
Cook's going to put a move on.
Charged to Zizekas. And he'll be
as Zizekas with 3 personal fouls.
Let's see if it's on the ground or
1-on-1.
It is 1-on-1.
1-on-1. Cook with the 1-on-1. Nothing there. Katie with the rebound. Turns around, puts it up. No good.
close one here.
Wow.
Waterford High School.
Waterford on top, 35-30. And what
Appears to be a very fast-paced game, a Roadrunner match.
Roadrunner match is on.
We're off to the races. This is Spectator Sports with Carmen DiDonato on camera with Pete Passaretti. There's a shot at a flag. We're at halftime. Bobcat to it.
No pressure. We're back for the second half of tonight's contest with the Fordians on top 35-34 in what only can be described as a barn burner basketball game. The Fordian cheerleaders set to lead the gym crowd in the Waterford alma mater. Fine job done by the cheerleaders to give you the Waterford alma mater. Williams will inbound. There's Bobby.
Hey,
Didn't think you were coming back.
don't start without me.
We told Mr. Chambers to hold the game until you got back.
Thank you. And we're set for the second half. Waterford
Williams,
moving the ball
DeZikas,
around out front.
O'Brien.
Williams.
Cook with a rebound.
Waterford back to its starting five. Oakley's shot. Off the rim. Fought for. Waterford gets it. Cook.
The interception.
Legault
Drives into traffic and puts it up for two.
Watervliet on top by a point. Seesaw battle. Let's trade baskets.
Nice call on the interception as Cook did like a free safety back there just waiting for the ball.
Little motion offense here, the movement.
Brown with the basket.
Steve Brown hits for two, putting Waterford back up by a point.
Back to Crucial. Back to Cook.
Good ball movement. Cook continues with the hot hand. He should shoot every time down. He's got the hot hand. Cook.
And there's possession.
One of the ways of breaking that up is a triple whistle.
Cook inbounds it. Down corner, Legault. Baseline move, reverse. No good. Rebound, Waterford. Stanley with the rebound. Up to O'Brien. Ryan fakes over to Zekas. 2 points. On the line. Right on the line.
Bogley will go in the middle. Dumps it into Bowden for 2.
Nice pass.
Real
by
nice
Legault.
pass by Legault that time.
Very unselfish.
Block. Cannoneer basketball.
Coach Gamble and Josh yelling about the slapping in the backboard.
Bogley, no good. Zekas with a rebound. But O'Brien, 3-on-1. Right through Stanley's hand.
Round the back. Too fancy.
Crucial for 2.
Nice shot from the foul line.
Back. Waterford wants a timeout.
Cannoneers on top, 42-39. They're arguing about the call, slapping the backboard. Actually,
it appeared that
the ball was knocked against the backboard.
ball was what hit the glass and made all the noise as the ball was pinned against the glass. But is that not goaltending?
No, not if
Not
it's
high school ball? No?
Not if it's on the way up.
Okay. Which it was.
You can't pin and trap the ball, but you can knock it hard against
against the glass? Okay.
It just bounced off there very hard. You cannot go up and pin it, though.
Waterford cheerleaders. Nice shot of the crowd here as Coach Mardigan talks it over with the boys from the Garnet and Gray Cannoneers. And say WHS, that's where we are here. WHS, Waterford Half Moon. Get it to Williams. Brown there.
Deflected.
Brown drives. Count it.
Nice move by Brown. Off the glass. One-hander. Cook. Strip. Gets it back.
Cannoneer's ball is O'Brien. Skids across the floor and out of bounds with the ball.
I thought he was safe. Slid into home. Cook finds Foglia finally. Waterford in a 1-3-1.
Get off the Foglia. Drive. Count the basket
and the foul. Powerful drive.
Stanley whistled for the foul. His third. Nice pass, Tom. Foglia to the line to shoot. 1. Williams to Stanley.
Over
Good
Bowden.
D by Bowden. Brown dribbles it out of traffic.
O'Brien out the top. He's looking for a shot.
Foglia knocks it away. Crucio knocks it away.
Back to O'Brien. Ball fake. Over to Stanley. O'Brien.
No good. Bowden with the rebound.
Got Cook long.
Foul. The O'Brien's second foul.
That was a great hustling effort by the official, Mr. Chambers, to get down there with the speed. He had to run from three-quarter court all the way down to get in position to make that call.
Cook to the line to shoot too.
I'll tell you, these guys are working hard this game.
They got a tough game here.
We've been critical of officials at other games. It's time to give him a little credit.
Go ahead.
These guys are working.
Go ahead.
These guys are working.
They
They're
are.
doing a nice job.
Cook to the line, makes the first. And the second. Cook with the steal, but he fouls O'Brien. Cook's first personal foul. That's about Andre's, only about his second foul all year, I think. Long inbound pass, goes out of bounds.
It'll be Watervliet ball, but
Under
they'll
the
take
basket,
possession.
smartly Legault let it go out of bounds instead of picking it off. Just protected it. Now the Cannoneers get it out of bounds under their hoop.
Stack it up. Into Bowden.
Bowden. Boink.
Off to Zekas.
Off to Zekas, and he tried to dump it down to
Watervliet
Legault.
ball.
Crucial on the jumper, no good. Brown with the rebound, dribbles out of traffic. To the head to Zekas. Legault comes up with it. To the head to Vliet. Off the front of the iron. We got steps called. It'll be Cannoneer basketball.
Jim Stanley checks back in for the Fordians. Crowd is into this contest.
Zekas out.
I hope they can hear us over this crowd.
If I'm yelling, folks, it's because the crowd here is very loud. O'Brien on what appeared to be a foul against Crucial.
Long pass.
Crucial on the drive, count it! Foul!
Dario Catallo. Basket good. 3:27 left to go. Third period.
Catallo
Cannoneers up 49-43. Sorry, Mark.
It's all right.
Crucial. Count it. Put it in the books.
Fill in a little circle in the book. O'Brien to Williams.
Crucial's been shooting 51% from the line, so.
Brown's fouled from behind. Unofficially, that's Bowden's third personal.
Now Coach Marnigan has to make a decision. Does he leave
Bowden
Bowden in?
Keep him in.
All right, now he's going to talk to him. He's going to tell him exactly what he wants to do. Don't get your fourth foul. On the average, every 4 minutes, you usually commit a foul.
Yep.
Especially inside, you know, battling the big people that he is.
Brown converts on the first of his free throws. And the second. Got a 5-point ball game here. Crucial gets the inbounds pass, gets it ahead to Cook.
Burst of speed. Ball is kicked.
Ball is kicked from behind, but no call.
O'Brien to Brown.
Williams on the drive. No good. Who wants the basketball? They're going to call Vliet for the foul. Mike second. Send Stanley to the line to shoot two. Stanley on the line. A little short, off the front of the iron.
Crucial getting some instructions here.
Stanley perfect on the second.
A lot of elbows flying out there. Getting pretty rugged, pretty rough out there. I'm glad we're sitting over here.
You ain't kidding, pal. Cook drives, takes the jumper, nothing. Vliet with a rebound, he's fouled by Williams.
Vliet is shooting good from the line tonight here. Let's hope he see how he does on these two.
Dave Williams, second foul. I talked to his father out in the hall for a minute. I've known his father for many years. Vliet makes the first. Second. Oh, good. Stanley with a rebound. Legault brings it up over the 10-second line himself. Gets it to Cook.
Cook back to Legault.
He's going to walk home for the stop. Good defense that time by Dzikis. Williams. O'Brien, Williams. Brown takes it. Nothing. Legault with the rebound. Could have hit the Bowden. Hook. Scored a basket.
Great pass by Bowden. As we hear Mr. Bowden's father.
Stanley with the basket.
Jackie Bowden trying to help the officials out here.
Cook brings it up. Cannoneer basketball. Take it, Bob.
I was ready to shoot it.
Take it.
Sure, you got to.
Get it into Fusco.
Looks like a homer out there.
Looks like Cannoneer is going to go into their exchange offense here. And a hold for one, I think, if possible. Coach Joss calls out for the 3-2.
Waterford in the delay game here. Just ran 30 seconds off the clock. Almost stolen from behind.
O'Brien with the steal. Count it.
Crowd loves it because they hate the delay game. They're yelling boring.
Bowden, nothing. Williams with the rebound. Dzikis turned and fired. Still 1 second on the clock as the ball went out of bounds. Another quick quarter goes by the wayside here, Bob, as we went through 8 minutes and seemed with about 30 seconds. Cannoneers on top after 3.
And we'll be getting out of here early tonight. The rate this is going.
Oh, dear. What a quarter. What a whole game has been going by like seems we just got here. This thing's almost over. There's 8 minutes left.
The longest thing was the timeouts and the halftime.
The halftime seemed to be longer than 3/4 of the ball game here.
No, they're not calling a lot of fouls right now. They let them play a little bit.
Yeah, let them
because
play
it's been such a fast pace.
It's been such a fast-paced game.
It's not a slow down, dumping in, bang offense.
The winning number for 50-50 is 5-1-3-5-2-8. 5-1-3-5-2-8.
50-50 here tonight.
I didn't win.
Me neither. There's a shot of the winner. In her money. She's buying supper?
Yeah. Not for us.
Not for us, though. Well, 8 left, Robert.
Waterford will inbound it here.
They get it into O'Brien. Get it over to DeZikas. To Williams.
They're just going to pass it around.
Williams. Brown. No. Crucial rebound.
Strong rebound.
And there we go. Nothing. Over. And O'Brien fight first. O'Brien comes up with it. Stanley steps. Token pressure by Waterford.
And shooting has dropped a notch here as fourth quarter legs come into effect here.
Offensive foul call against Vliet. Good job by Stanley to stand there and take it.
Gotta be nuts.
Yeah, Mikey, no small boy. Mike's third personal. Go over to Parker. To Zekas, to Williams, to Stanley, all alone. Legault with the Crucial on the drive. Another offensive foul call. I really got to question that one, Tom. You are terrible. You stink. That's the worst of all the rest.
Crucial called for the offensive foul.
O'Brien, nothing. Legault with a rebound. Long pass to Cook. Stolen by O'Brien.
The Waterford fans unhappy with the officiating right now. Seems like nothing going their way. Crucial shot from 14 feet out. No good. Waterford coming up with every rebound here.
Brown brings it up.
Steve Brown out to O'Brien.
Zekas pumps it up. Count it! We got a 1-point ball game with 6 minutes to go. Hook
by
the double steal. That ball was kicked, Robert. There was no call. Stanley, good defense by the Cannoneers. Crucial on the drive, nothing. The Zekas, nothing. Legault hit with the technical, but I want to tell you something about the coach got that call because he was not going to call it until Coach Josh stood up and yelled about it. It's also pointed out to me that McBride is a graduate of mechanics. You don't think so? O'Brien to the line to shoot the technical. First one's no good. Every technical now is shot technical.
O'Brien shoots one more. Tied up. There's 5:41 left to go.
Tie ball game with 5:41 to go. Waterford possession. Zikas. O'Brien, Brown, Williams. Brown takes it from the foul line. Count it!
Everything going Waterford's way.
Certainly is. Crowd calling for another foul. O'Brien puts the Gordians up by 4. Morgan wants timeout.
Crowd loves it.
5:03 to go. Waterford on top by 4.
Coach Mardigan right now is probably saying to his team, stop worrying about the officials. I'll worry about the officials.
You worry about
protect
the
the ball.
Okay.
You guys protect the ball. You bring the ball down court. You stay out wide. You look for the open man. We're standing still. We got to start moving. Things will come back our way. Don't worry about the officiating. You're letting that affect your play. Let's rebound.
Yeah, that's right.
Coach Joss, on the other hand, is saying, keep up the intensity. Go for the steals. Play aggressive.
Yep. Russo puts it up, nothing. The rebound puts it up again, nothing. Vliet. Brown comes up for the shoot. Vliet ties him up.
Watervliet's ball.
Hand and air basketball.
Coach Mardigan's got to watch it. He don't get a technical here.
Get it into Russo.
Over to Vliet.
Puts it up in traffic. Scored a basket.
Big basket. They needed that. They needed that hoop.
They certainly did, Robert. Got a 2-point ball game.
Vliet, a lot of pressure on Zikas.
Waterford content to maybe take some time off here. 4:11 left. A lot of time.
It's not really a delay. They're just looking for a good shot.
Good open shot.
Zikas almost open underneath.
Hopefully looking for the double dribble as it was pretty plain to us. Hopefully looking for the foul.
Well, what he was actually saying, Mark, I believe, is that he's dropping his shoulder into Vliet and driving in. Zikas fakes, drops his shoulder, pushes in.
Vliet was asking about the double dribble up. Zikas to the line shooting 1-on-1 or 2, I don't know. Makes the first. Makes the second. Bowden. The Crucial, nothing.
Jump ball.
It'll be Waterford's ball. Timeout, Waterford.
You give us one call tonight, just one. Double triple down there.
3:12 left. Waterford on top by 4 as the Waterford calls a timeout. Cannoneer cheerleaders on the floor.
Rowdy crowd at Waterford High School. They're into this contest.
Small gym doesn't take much to really fill this place up with noise. Waterford's basketball out of bounds right here in front of us.
Over the back called on Jim Stanley. Both teams in a bonus. Both teams shooting one-on-one with 3:07 left.
Stanley's fourth personal foul.
Watervliet trailing 55-59.
Howden gets the roll. Takes the second.
Straight man-to-man by Watervliet. Tough man-to-man here.
Blocking foul is going to be called. We'll go second personal.
You're a homer.
Zekas misses. Critical foul.
Zekas will be shooting again. Coach Mardikin trying to get the officiating to be consistent on both ends. Where there was a period where everything seemed to be going Waterford's way.
Crusoe brings the ball up the floor, gets to Cook.
Cook closely guarded.
Crusoe, the ball man. Williams whistles for the foul. His third. Send Vliet to the line to shoot two.
Watervliet getting back into this game on the foul line.
Vliet doesn't get the bounce.
If it comes down to the last minute and a three-point shot, Watervliet has only made 5 out of 22 attempts, so they're not a three-point shooting team. Although they have good shooters. Tied up in a corner. And we have a little extracurricular activity on the court here. Officials doing a nice job of breaking it up very quickly.
Once the captain.
He's going to talk to the captains right now. Both coaches are a little bit upset. Wants to talk to the captains, tell them get control of their teams. You know, finish this one out so no one gets thrown out. Very emotional game.
Very emotional ball game. Robert, if I'm not mistaken, the sign was given. A Waterford player was thrown out of the ball game.
No, he's in there. No one was thrown out. He just signaled him to go to his bench.
Tried to tip it back out. Right into O'Brien's hand.
Waterford up by 2 with 2 minutes left to go.
Bowden comes up with the steal. They're going to head to Crusoe.
Crusoe scores it. Tied up.
Stanley was the player back, and he with 4 fouls. He didn't go after Crusoe. Williams drives.
Waterford's ball.
Crusoe stood there, took the charge, but no call.
Waterford calls timeout.
Unofficially, Robert, that's Waterford's 4th timeout.
Waterford has 2. 2 timeouts left. .117 left to go in tonight's contest. Tied up at 60 all.
Bob, that was Waterford's final timeout. Where Waterford has 2 left.
That's going to be key.
Yeah,
it's going to be key right now.
Crucial right now, Robert, as Waterford has no timeouts left and still got a lot of...
Campbell trying to get the officials to call a hand check and foul here. Let's hope that nothing else happens in tonight's contest.
The Waterford's ball.
Zizikas brings it out.
Get it to Williams. To Zizikas. Vliet blocks it from behind. He's whistled for the foul. I think that's it for Mr. Vliet.
You're a homer, ref! You're a homer!
Vliet fouls out of tonight's basketball.
1:07 left to go. Vliet fouls out. Mark Cady getting some instructions here.
Coach Joyce just telling every one of his players that they have no timeouts left. Mark Cady checks in for the fouled out Mike Vliet. Nothing but net.
Waterford up by 1. Coach Mardigan calls a timeout here. Right now he's trying to ice the shooter a little bit, make him think about it. a tough call, whether you call it before he shoots or in a case like this, you know, put him on it, you know, hopefully make him think about it, make him a little
for
nervous.
another 45 seconds, you know. Good shot of the Cannoneer cheerleaders here.
I had a chance to talk at halftime to Waterford, the lady Fordians coach, John Strang, and in his first year as a varsity coach, you know, he's having a tough season because of lack of numbers and trying to establish the program and all, but I think he's doing a nice job, and you know, let's hope that the Waterford women's basketball program picks up a little bit here, and I think it will under his direction. So good luck to him for the rest of the year.
Yeah, good luck, John. Zikas, nothing but cotton.
106.
Ball game, 106.
Waterford in a 1-3-1. Cook. Foul. Could be looking at overtime here.
Foul on Williams.
These fouls are important now.
His fourth.
Cook shooting 66% from the line this year. 49 of 78.
First one's good.
And it's exciting from where we're sitting. You get your money's worth tonight.
One's off the post, go! Puts it up!
Go, good! Waterford lead up by 1. Ball deflected by Cook. A near steal. It is stolen.
No!
It'll be White's ball. Waterford's ball. Lago nearly got the steal. Ball inbounded. O'Brien brings it up with Cook on him.
Lago with the steal, gets it to Crucio. Coach Mardigan screaming for the foul.
Where's the ball, you jerk? You homer! You're a homer, Red! You're a homer! You better go, John! Help us! Help me!
Look up at the rebound.
Foul call on DeZekis. One and 1. 14 seconds left to go. Crucio on the line. Crucio shooting 1 and 1 with 14 seconds left to go. No good. Bound. It's a rebound. Waterley ball.
Coach Cross now with no timeouts.
Cook inbounds it. Cook smartly calls a timeout.
Yes! Wait, one left in the unit. People are yelling, Robert. What they don't know is that the rule now,
He can call it with 1 second.
you can call it.
With 1 second.
You can call that timeout, Bob, now if your hand is coming down for the 5th. Used to be after 3 you couldn't call a timeout. After 3 count.
Smart play by Cook.
Smart play by Cook.
Couldn't find anybody. No more timeouts left for Waterloo.
He kept the ball for as long as he could before he had to take the last timeout to Waterloo.
It's up to the kids right now. No timeouts.
No timeouts
Coaches get their last minute instructions right now.
No timeouts either side. 13 seconds. Cannoneers up by 1. Bob, if they get the ball in bounds, expect a foul right away. Right away.
Waterford matching up right now. Watervliet's got to not get called for a moving pick here either. Fruscio trying to get open. It's into Fruscio. He's fouled. Let's see if they call it intentional. Looks like he was going for the ball. 1-1. The hold is called.
Brian whistled for that foul.
Foul called on Katie from behind. It'll give Watervliet the ball back with 10 seconds left to go.
1-1.
Jim Stanley shooting 1-1, 2 big important foul shot for the youngster. 10 seconds left to go. Tied up at 63. Jim Stanley on the foul line, shooting the biggest foul shot of his career. Takes it. 9, 8, 7. Fruscio shot. Big win for Waterford. Waterford pulls it out as Fruscio missed the shot, got his own rebound, and missed another one at the buzzer. O'Brien with a key rebound, sealed it for the Fordians. A big win for their program.
Waterford crowd here, Bob, real happy about the victory tonight, and understandably so.
That was a hard-fought contest. You can't say anything.
The whole way.
Well, the officiating was
questionable at best in the second
sometimes,
half,
you know, but still had the opportunity to win it. And unfortunately, the ball just didn't fall in. This is Bob Catherwood with Mark Cady. We'll be back with our wrap-up in just a minute.
This is Mark Cady and Bob Catherwood here at the Waterford Half Moon High School gym, where the Cannoneers suffered their second league loss to a very good Waterford team, Bob.
You can't take anything away from Waterford, Mark. They played their hearts out. They played incredible defense, especially in the second half. They picked it up a notch. They went for all loose balls. They come up with the key rebounds. They made their foul shots. But you got to feel a loss for either team. Whoever lost tonight, it has to hurt them. I mean, it's a very emotional loss for Watervliet now, because they had struggled during a period where the officiating seemed to go one way, and Watervliet couldn't get a break, and there was some questionable no calls there, and it came down to the wire, and Watervliet still had the opportunities to win it. Couple of shots at the end there that just didn't drop in. One team was going to go away here unhappy tonight, and it's unfortunate that it is the Cannoneers.
But Bob, to be perfectly honest, it's too bad somebody had to lose this game. This game
should have went into about 10 overtimes.
About 10 overtimes. Super basketball game from both sides tonight. Well coached from both sides. we got down to a minute left, a minute and 17 seconds
It was
left.
all up to the kids.
Coach Joss had no timeouts left.
It's up to the kids.
Cannoneers forced to take their last or lose the ball in a turnover on a 5-second call with a minute left.
They had the opportunities on the foul line, both teams. Waterville could have had made some of those one-on-one situations there, but the ball wasn't dropping their way. Coach Mardikin called a timeout to try to ice Dzekas. Dzekas came back after the timeout, sank the foul shot, and that was the difference.
Dzekas a pure shooter, and
was the difference tonight.
Was the difference in the ball game.
And a nice game by O'Brien. He came up with the key. The smallest guy in the court comes up with
a lot of steals,
rebound, and
a lot of steals
went
tonight.
Waterford's way tonight, and Waterford's a great ball club.
My name is Don Hooten, and anabolic steroids took the life of my son Taylor. There are over 1 million kids out there abusing steroids, risking heart disease, cancer, liver damage, and the suicidal depression that took Taylor's life. Steroid abuse is a serious issue, and we created the Taylor Hooten Foundation to provide education and viable alternatives for young athletes. Now we've joined forces with Team Butkus to tackle youth anabolic steroid abuse.
I'm Dick Butkus, and this is my son, Matt. You know, there's a myth out there that somehow anabolic steroids can turn a cub into a bear. Steroids won't make you tough. It's that simple.
Please, join us in the fight to save the lives of our kids.
When I was growing up, my parents and I would go to the schoolyard and play ball every weekend. They'd teach me how if I practiced and didn't give up, my swing would get better. But if I got in front of the ball and wasn't afraid, I could stop it. That there weren't any shortcuts to becoming a better player. But if I believed in myself, I could do it. Funny, all that time, I thought they were teaching me how to play baseball.
I'm Derek Jeter, and I'd like you to watch this anti-drug message.
Thanks. If you don't do drugs, you can do great things.